So here we are on Tuesday, miracle of miracles. I walked down to the beach and it's still here. Amazing. Nobody's trashed it. So that is fantastic. So we've got a beautiful day. Hopefully the sun will burn this fog off. But we're now going to expand it. Can you extend to your sandcastle when it's been up a whole day? Well, we're going to find out. And we're going to make another tower here. So we're going to do a 17, then a 5, and then we're going to join to this step here and make a bridge. So let's see if we can get it done, but I'm not sure the bridges will join effectively because it might have dried out too much, but we'll see. It's worth a go. So there you go. When your sandcastle's still standing, go out and make a bridge and build another tower. Boom. Hey, so here we go. No cameraman at the moment, so I filled that up, but also stretched the bucket. People say, can you do that wiggly idea with the bigger buckets? Well, there it is with the 17 gallons, so that's at least 25 gallons now. So we put that up to almost the same height as that, as the ledge. Might put a 5 on the top, not sure, but that's what we're going to do. We're going to try and join the two today, so boom, like it says on the sign, we don't do boring. So here we go, we've got a 400-pound block. I put some stabilizer in at the bottom, and we're going to try and join this block to this castle. I don't know whether the castle will stand up, so there you go, we'll film while I'm doing it, but don't know whether it's going to work. We'll soon see. We're going to use big buckets today, 17-gallon bridges. Boom. All I've got to do is try and keep the weight off the main tower because that's going to be the weak point because it's dry. So the reason for having two buckets, one on top of the other, you've got the shortest distance possible to lift it onto the top like this. So the shorter the distance, the stronger the bridge is going to be because you won't be losing much of your water. And just give it a bit of a jiggle, wait until it flattens itself. You can clean it by hand as you go. Just helps with seeing whether the bucket's going to move. And it should be the same thickness all the way through. So all the way around you should have that equal thickness. Otherwise there's no way it's going to stay up. So there you go. Yes, we're back again, and how on earth do you get this monster out? Will you be careful? We start from the top, work from the top down. We've got this bendy tool, big tool. Right. You're just going to cut into that. You're going to take that away. You've got to work from the top down every time. What we're trying to do as well is keep the weight off this face. So we're going to scoot down into here. We don't want to ruin what we've already done, but there's nothing you can do about stuff. Like there's a hole here, so we've got to get down into that. And we don't want it to be too heavy on this side, because I have no idea whether this castle is going to stay up. This is a lot of weight. So get the bridge the shape you want it roughly. There you go. And take the sides off, make sure they're smooth. Just take your time, don't push on the bucket at all. You just carve down to it and just let it carve away from it like that. So you can see what you've got. And then a smaller tool, I've got a flexible one, but start cutting here. And you put a V cut into it like this. Make sure it's V profiled, it's like at an angle. Go round and then you just take that out. You are not pushing on the bucket. The bucket will tell us when it's ready to come out. I know that sounds crazy. You already know, you've watched my videos, I am crazy. Right. So I'm actually inspired this time to do this by Ed the Sandman, who's done some big bridges. So I thought, well, it's about time. I've got the best sand, I better do some big bridges. So yeah, so thanks Ed for waking me up. And we're going to do this, and we're going to cut out. You're not pushing, you're cutting all the time. So you do that side, all right? You're just cutting into it like that. And then you're just making sure that the sides where the bucket is resting, they're clear too, because this is where the bucket is going to move from on this point right here, okay? And this point right here. Because you can see underneath, it's resting on the side of the block. So you've got to make sure that it will move. You don't cut all that away, because that's the step you put in to make it stable. So just do this, clean that out, and then a little tiny bit away from that, and the bucket will tell you when it wants to move. Then move around the other side. Repeat the process. Like this. And then guess what? Yes, you meet in the middle. We're going to go underneath. We have to be careful with a bucket this big, because it's a bit of a monster. So this corner piece here, this piece right underneath, is what's actually holding the bucket up. This little notch right here. Because I sprayed the outside of the bucket. We're going around like that, and just cutting in, clearing the debris. You don't want the bucket any heavier than it is now. Alright? So that's one stage. Oh, there we go. Right, see the bucket move? The bucket is telling you it's ready to come out. If the bucket moves, you can take it out. Alright, and then one of the things you do straight away is take the weight off the middle, the center of the bridge. That way it's lighter in the middle than it is on the outside. Hold on, that'll be called engineering. Wow. Alright, so make it lighter here than it is here and here. Then you can trim it down and make it slightly thinner in the middle, in the center of the bridge. And over here, nice and gently carve into that. Now these areas here which are loose, I know, don't use your fingers, Andy. Yes, yes. I like to, if this sand is still wet, you can smear it into place and get rid of those little holes and give yourself a starting point. And over here, we're going to cut straight down to this and then take the top off here. So then you get rid of the bucket shape. If you've got an arch You get rid of the bucket shape, and then people say, come on, man, how do you do that? Right, we can see it's not equal here. So again, trim it thinner in the middle. Okay, and that's how you're going to get your bridge. What people do is they don't trim the edge of the bottom edge of the bucket. They leave it this curve in. Well, I don't really want that. I want it to look like an arch. I can't carve too much off this because there's a lot of weight pushing on the side of it, but it's pushing on it, but it's also supporting it. But I want the arch to be a straight-sided arch, you know? And that's where the people will really notice, because a straight-sided arch, they're going to go, wow, how did you make that? And then they won't be able to tell because it's now way bigger than the bucket. Okay, so that's how you make it look more striking, especially from a distance. So we'll show you that. We'll show a picture of it from further back. Why 17? Them coming to me. So you've got spaces like this. What you've got to do is carry on, is transition from one part of the castle onto the bridge. So you just take these rocks like this and just extend them. Don't break away anything from your rock bridge, just nice and deep. Yes, we're using a Morris pencil. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, oh yeah, well, we'll go through that a bit. So bring your rocks up to the side of your bridge like this. And make sure you transition the corner with your rocks. Don't just scratch them on one surface. So you bring them up like this. Then when you blow them off, you look like this. So if you want to level up, if you've got an area you can't get to, you want to level it here, just put a soft pack of sand in, like this, pour the water in, because like that. The water will tell you where dead level is, so you don't have to figure it out. And then get the sand from the outside and put it on the inside. Don't fill it right up, just wait for the water to do its job. You don't want the water in there too long because it's undermining what you've already got. Like that. We're not tapping on too hard, and we learned that the hard way in one of his other videos, which you'll have to watch. There it is. So that's nice and hard. So that is a way of cleaning up around the base of your towers really fast. Dries very, very fast. And then if you want to finish at the edge, scatter the sand away from you, like that. Throw it away from you.